What's happening, guys? So we're coming through another video today, and before I start this video, I'm just going to give you guys one of my secrets to what I actually do. Not every single video, but quite a bit. So right before I do a video, I need a lot of mental energy. So what I do is I'll take this thing of natural honey. It's just organic natural honey, and I'll simply take some because it perks you up, it gives you sugar, wakes you up a little bit. And during some of these videos, you might just lose a couple brain cells talking about all these dumb idiots. But anyways, let's get to the point here. So, everybody needs to understand this right now, because there's a lot of dating coaches, there's a lot of people in general that aren't even dating coaches, that just want to talk and say things like, well bro, if you want to pick up these chicks, if you want to get these girls, you have to do this, this, and that. You have to do it this way. You have to approach her. You have to talk to her. But once you talk to her, you have to pull back a little bit. You have to play the game a little bit. You got to know what to do, what not to do, this and that and that and this. It's like, bro, are you serious right now? You're gonna go through all of this trouble, and you're gonna do all these tactics just to get with these females? Time consuming, waste of time. And these are the same people that are preaching to be on your purpose, but they're also preaching to play all these games with women, to do all these things which is going to get you to score. It makes no sense, because if you're doing these things, you're not fully on your purpose as a human being. You're wasting your time. And you know what? Do you really want to get with females or males like this? I'm going to tell you guys my answer to that. My answer to that is no. I'd rather not fuck around with any of these types of people, period, because they are a waste of time. What is it you'll get with them? What after that? What now? You don't win. Do you think you won, bro, just because you blew somebody's back out? Do you think you won? No, you didn't. You know what? I've done this many times in my life. I've never felt like I ever won from doing this. Actually, the closest relationships I've ever had, the ones that were actually good, because I had a lot of bad ones too, but I had ones that were good that just didn't end up working out. And you know what? There was no trauma involved, there was no heartache, there was no pain involved. It was a mutual thing that you agree to. Still friends to this day. Maybe not friends, but like, you know, we're not on bad terms. You see each other, good vibes. And that actually meant something during those connections. Not the ones where you want to play all these games. Like, what you're doing is you're walking on eggshells to get with this girl. You're trying to be Mr. Perfect to get with this girl, and this girl is the one that's insecure in the first place, and that is why you have to do all these things to get with this fucking girl. Are you serious? And I don't know if you have never heard it like this, but guess what? She is a narcissist, bro. She is a narcissist. Do you think healthy women, do you think healthy human beings, period, are like this or want to do this? No. Healthy human beings actually encourage more conversation, more healthy conversation, and actually getting to know one another. I think I just lost a couple more brain cells, so let me just refill myself here with some honey. Yeah. I don't get the point of all this bullshit nonsense. Nonsense bullshit. You know? I don't get it. You should be on your purpose as a human being. You should be focused on yourself and your own life. And forget about all this bullshit, because the truth is, if everybody was doing this, no mind games or nothing would be happening, because everybody would be forced to actually be a decent human being. Whenever you got all these little rats screwing you around the bottom of the fucking ocean, playing all these games, I don't want to be involved in any of those games. Let's be straight up here. Let's come in contact in real life. Can you even approach me in person? Can you even see me in person and have a conversation and keep it going for longer than a couple seconds? A lot of these individuals cannot. And honestly, those are just people I don't want to deal with, because they start to make you feel uncomfortable. Their insecurities will rub off on you. Their way of thinking will rub off on you. Like, you can feel it. If you go around comfortable people who are not insecure, there's no anxiety involved at all. You can easily have a conversation, and a deep one, about real shit, and no one's heart is skipping a beat. But if you go around insecure people, it's almost like they're hiding things. They're hiding skeletons in the closet, and they're just being right weird. They're anxious, they're nervous. And you know what? Some people have these problems and they might not even do a whole bunch of terrible things, and that's understandable, but like, most of these people are just snakes, and you don't want to deal with them. I don't care how good looking this female is, bro. If she's a piece of shit on the inside, she's a piece of shit, and she's not worthy of you or your attention, your time, nothing. So I don't understand why there's a whole lot of guys out there in this world who want to know all these tricks. How can I seduce these women? How can I want all these women. Everybody else is getting these women. Why can't I? Why do you want them? You want to be like everybody else? Do you think these individuals that are getting with these narcissist women are winning? Do you actually believe that? No, they are not. I'm telling you guys this now. They are not winning. They are actually on the road to losing very big. And reality is going to hit them when they get older. Actually, every single year, we are speaking right now, reality is getting closer and closer and closer to hitting these individuals. We are living in a time that we have never lived in before. We are living in a time where there's the most entitlement in the history of this world. Everybody thinks everything just has to be perfect. People don't think they got to go through hard times and shit like that. People just expect to be rich. People expect to get all the girls. No downfalls, no struggle, no nothing. People think everything's just going to be smooth all the way to the top. Big reality check. It's not like that at all. You have to suffer your ass off, and I mean your ass off. And if you don't even do that, you're in a world of shit. You're in a world of shit. And we are also living in a time where people don't want to grow up the most. That this goes back to entitlement. I never seen the world ever coming to what it is today. When I was like 18, 19, my intentions were straight. I wasn't where I should have been, but my intentions were straightforward. I knew what I wanted from a young age. And a lot of shit didn't go that way simply because people are not what I thought they were. And that messed some of my plans up. That messed things up. But then you adjust and you adapt and you overcome and you start to make new plans. You start to get different visions. And things always end up working out in your favor. I've been let down a countless amount of times by people. And that is because I've seen people for what they weren't, because I was fooled into thinking that there's somebody that they're actually not. Like, I thought there was somebody that they are actually not. So it messed things up. And that's when you adjust, you adapt, you overcome. You don't want to just base your life off wanting to get laid all the time. You don't want to base your life off of all this bullshit. Like, sure, let's be honest, if you get laid, you get a smoking hot girl or something like that, you break her back. Everyone's done it. It's not a bad time. I'm not saying it's a bad time, but it's not going to get you anything. Sure, it's fun in the moment. It's great. You know what else is fun? Drinking alcohol and letting loose. But guess what's not fun? The days after this. It's not fun. And it's the same thing when it comes to chasing all these different types of narcissist women, because that's what they are. They're actually narcissist women with personality disorders. Bro, like, you gotta understand this. The girls that you're trying to go after have personality disorders. Don't try to understand that. Don't think, why is things not happening this way? You don't even have a clue what's going on psychologically. You are blind to it, and you don't see them for what they are. And guess what? I used to be that guy that didn't see them for what they are, but now I do. And things get a whole hell of a lot better. Because as long as you know the truth, nothing can hurt you. Nothing can affect you. Nothing can shake you. Nothing can faze you. And that's just the truth. The truth is all we need to know, because we can adapt to the truth. These fellas that are doing this, they don't know the truth yet. And that's why they're in a world of shit. And they will continue to be in a world of shit if they live in this blue-pilled society mentality. Because you don't know what the fuck is actually up. You want to believe this blue-pilled reality. And if you continue to believe this blue-pilled reality, your life is going to be a living hell when you get a little bit older. And it's going to get worse as you get older. And that's just what it is. So, you have to see this shit for what it is and adjust. I see everything for what it is. People are fucked, bro. People are fucked. Not all people, but most. They really are. So, that's the truth. I just see all these people as a joke, you know? I can't take these individuals seriously. I can't do it. I take myself seriously. I take other people seriously that prove themselves to be worthy of being taken seriously, but you can act as nice as you want to me. That's not gonna enhance your chances of me taking you seriously, acting nice or not. All kinds of narcissists can come up to your face and act like the sweetest thing you've ever seen. But on the inside, they're the most fucked up people you'll ever know. And that's just the truth. So, boys and girls that are going after the wrong guys that are going after the wrong girls, wake up. Wake up and get into this red pill community. Get into this red pill reality, because it is what it is. And life gets a whole lot better whenever you become red pilled. You actually start to win. You actually start to win. Don't you want to win? You're not winning in this blue pill reality. And I don't care if you get laid this weekend coming with some narcissist bitch. you're not winning. You just lost. You just took an L. Being away from those individuals, that's the win. That's the win. I've never felt better. Being away from all that bullshit. And I always felt like I was losing whenever I would actually believe what these females would say. Something was always off. And I felt half the time something was off with me because I'm being fooled. But then you come to the realization that this shit is what it is. So let's win. I'm going to cut this video short now. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I got another video to do, so I'll get to that one right after this. We're gaining back brain cells. So, I'll be back.